Hey guys, Shaun back again with the second scenario of Resident Evil 2. One thing I only noticed a few years ago, actually, is this opening cutscene looks different depending on which disc you're on. So if you put Claire in, the opening cutscene has entirely Claire focused bits, while with Leon, it's all Leon focused bits. Okay, so we load the game. And the third one, if I remember right, was the... That's the fourth one, this one.
In the midst of the T-virus outbreak in Raccoon City, Claire Redfield succeeded in escaping from the city, along with one of the only other survivors, a young girl named Sherry. However, behind their escape was the lone survivor of the Raccoon City Police Department, Leon S. Kennedy.
I love this whole idea of the two scenario system. Resident Evil 1 had two characters that you played as, but each character had their own separate story. And events changed depending on which one you picked. If you picked Jill in the original, then Chris would be missing at the start. If you picked Chris, then Barry would be missing at the start, and it was all different. Resident Evil 2 has a whole thing of whichever character you pick first, the second character has a different side of the story. And it results in different events happening depending on who gets to where first. And what it really adds up to is there are 4 separate playthroughs of Resident Evil 2, and each one leads to different events. There's 2 storylines, Claire A, Leon B, Leon A, Claire B, and both of those lead to different story events. For example, Sherry was infected with the G virus by Birkin in Claire A. In Claire B, that never happens.
What was that?
And so it leads to the really interesting point of different events happening based on which character you pick. And the big thing that changes, depending on which character you pick, is the way the car crashes at the start. These FMVs look great on Dreamcast with the full screen. On the PS1 they're letterboxed, on the Nintendo 64 they're very heavily compressed. And on GameCube they're still letterboxed.
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
And I think a lot of that comes from... You'd think the GameCube version would be the best, but the GameCube version's a port of the PS1 version. Which is kind of a shame, because the Dreamcast version is superior to the PS1 version.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
Creates a dichotomy of sorts between the Dreamcast and the GameCube version. The Dreamcast versions of RE2 and RE3, as far as I'm aware, came out at a reduced price because they were old games. This was, what, 2000 maybe? They'd already been out for a while by the time they came out on Dreamcast. When they came out on GameCube, which was after Remake, which was 2002, so it was after Remake. And when they came out on GameCube, Capcom put them out for full price. And here we go. If you do Leon A, Claire B, the car here does a 180-degree turn, so Leon gets out on the other side and Claire gets out on the B side. And generally the way I think of it is it changes events because it means the characters are in different locations at different times. Like, Sherry won't get infected with the G-Virus because she isn't where Birkin infects her at that time in Claire B. But yeah, the GameCube versions came out at full price. And it's, if you check out any of the reviews of the GameCube versions from the time, because retrospective reviews of them don't really mention it that much. Check out reviews from the time, and RE2 and RE3 got far lower scores, like 6 out of 10s and stuff, despite still being really solid games. Because they were PS1 games being pushed out on GameCube for full price. And so this is the other side of the street. I knew I was going to run into one. And so this entire area is unfamiliar to Scenario A. But we're in the PlayStation already. We crashed right down the street. So Leon gets a different handgun to Claire. His handgun holds 18 rounds, as I mentioned in Claire A. The main reason for that is the custom handgun upgrade Leon can get. And so we're actually in the cabin where we found the valve in Scenario A. And now that that noise has happened, we can't go back out there. I think the idea is zombies have broken through the gate. But yeah, I've spent a bunch more time with Resident Evil 2 over the past few months, because I've done it a bunch of times on stream. And having played it back to back, or very close, repeat playthroughs pretty close together like that, I really have come away with the personal opinion I enjoy Scenario B more than Scenario A. And there are various reasons for that I'll get into as we go. It's like one of those Rube Goldberg machines that just ends in death instead of slapstick. It's like you get the guy to wave at the helicopter. Zombies approach from behind the guy. The guy tries to shoot the helicopter, tries to shoot the zombies. The zombies get the guy. The guy shoots the helicopter falls on the guy. It's long, it's complicated, and it ends in overkill. Come on, grab these bullets before the crows get me. Go. Damn it! Thank you. Get out of there. Zombies here or lickers already? Lickers already. Ooh. Probably gonna kill those lickers at some point, just get rid of them, because we'll have to be through this corridor a bunch. On Claire B, killing them is kind of pointless, because once you blow up the wall, they disappear. Alright, I've got enough space. So I also got the side pack in Scenario A, which means the side pack isn't going to be here for Scenario B. The main hall seems quiet. There's a reason for that. Push the button. So we have immediate access to the second floor in Scenario B. And the glass is gone again. I need to look into what the issue is with that. No, we're in caution already. That is... You know what, let's make use of the knife and show why we never use the knife. That's why we never use the knife. Okay, is it dead? Nope. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Two, one. And, yeah, that's good. Alright. So the unicorn medal's over here in scenario B. Which means we also get pretty much immediate access to the spade key. Which is still in the statue. Yeah, I need to look into the window thing. So I have seen a version of RE2 that doesn't have the window missing in that one shot. Also, shotgun right here. Okay, don't have the card key yet. Use the unicorn medal to get rid of it. Replace it with the spade key. Okay, and we will head outside and say hello to Brad. If you do the Brad thing in scenario A, then Brad is pretty much guaranteed to be here by scenario B. I've heard that the same stipulation applies to scenario B. Just don't get any items before you get to the police station. But you can't get any items before you get to the police station in scenario B. And I'm pretty sure you can't get Brad in scenario B if you didn't get him in scenario A. Get a special key. Alright, let's go. So something I've been kind of curious about for a little while is whether or not you could get to the scenario A starting point in scenario B. Because it looks like it's all open and there's logically no real reason why you couldn't. Unless you're just not allowed to leave the RPD. And it's something I should check out sometime. Okay. We'll go back up here because without the card key to use on the computer, the side doors in the hall are all locked except for this one. And I want to stop off at the box anyway. Okay, so drop the knife off. Where it'll never bother us again. Drop the special key. Here, small key. I'm not going to use the spade key anytime soon. So I'll need the blue card key before I can. The file on the desk is a file we picked up in scenario A. Okay, now I want to head down to the office on the first floor. So the main issue I generally tend to have with Resident Evil 2 is remembering specific enemy layouts between the 4 scenarios. And I'm getting better with it, but like we saw in scenario A, still having trouble with it here and there. Okay, I want to get this guy. Do the safe. Same combination as scenario A, 2, 2, 3, 6. Gets us more shotgun shells, which we want. The map we get much earlier this time, so it could be more useful if we hadn't already fully explored the station. And I want to grab the herb. How are we forgetting out? And any other zombies? No. Awesome. Alright, let's go. Really all we're actually after in that room is the valve handle. And a speedrunner wouldn't go into the office to get the map. They wouldn't get the map, they wouldn't get the shotgun shells, they wouldn't get the herb. Yeah, I can pick up this herb. Just in case. Yeah. And they'd be in and out of that office before any of the zombies had a chance to get near them. It's something I could have done, but I want the ammo, and I want the herb just for safety's sake. Alright, so let's put out the fire again. I said it before, I'll say it again, it's not a Shaun plays if I'm not running into walls. Okay, is there ammo? Is there going to be ammo in the helicopter this time? Damn it. Alright, let's go. Huh? So this is a Scenario B exclusive. This is Mr. X. And Mr. X is one of the biggest differences between Scenario A and Scenario B. And he actually dropped through there. It's like, one of the things I really love about RE2 is the way the cutscenes accurately reflect the... It's 5 hits. Yeah, you got me. The way the cutscenes, the FMVs, accurately reflect the environment that they're actually from. Okay. 7, 8, 9. There we go. Speedrunner would have just ran past him. $30 handgun bullets for our troubles. You could argue not worth it, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you. And he gets back up, and Mr. X is a persistent threat throughout Scenario B. But yeah, you could argue taking Mr. X down there isn't worth it. It was 9 shotgun shells. I might have a problem in the next room. Okay, that one's noticed me. Go. Yeah, I might have a problem in this room. Although there should be some shotgun shells in here. There we go. And I think we'll take the liquors out. And we grab the key card, card key, and then Alright. Specifically kill that guy because we have to come back in here with the red jewels. And we are going to be in this corridor a bunch more, so do I want to kill these guys? Wonderful. Let me reload. Of course that'd take 3. So I think we may have already taken more damage in B scenario than we did in A scenario up until the final boss.